Whole swing moves around us in circles. So the club head moves around me in a circle. Okay, my hands and arms swing around me in a circle. And then my body moves around in a circle. And what we're trying to do is match those circles up. Okay. Now, if at any point I change those circles, say I move my inner circle too quickly, I'm going to get the club behind me and then I'm going to have to then flip at it. Or if I don't move the inner circle enough and do this, the club head's going to carry on, isn't it? So when we've seen your swing here, you go back, you do a lot of stuff really, really well. You come down nicely as well and you get to here, but the left hip or the left side then suddenly stalls and goes upwards and goes up this way. And then when you stall it this way and this circle stops, then this takes over. The hands are going to then have to try and get to the ball, so they take over. So when that stalls and not moves properly, I mean, at this point here, left hip should be moving out the way, so the club can continue its circle, but they've got to work together. Without this left hip moving and functioning properly, okay, so yours comes into here, it then stops, and then the right hip tries to fire into it to try and give it a bit of speed, but then this is going to cause the hands to, I'm over exaggerating here with your hands, but it's going to cause the hands to try and flip, and you've probably flipped it left before, so you're now trying to hold it off through impact to stop it from going left. But it's all down to this thing here, so how the hip functions. So the hip functions with, the left hip functions by pushing backwards. It's got to go backwards. Now, you know I drew a line across your tush there, okay? Well, that line, you've got to push this left cheek beyond that line. And I'm doing that with my left leg. My left leg is pushing it back, okay? The hip socket backwards, not upwards, okay? Straightening the leg doesn't mean I'm doing it properly. I can stand upwards, but I want it to go backwards. It's going to feel like you're really going into your left heel. You're going to feel like you're right off your toe, just at impact. You've got to train that, because if you don't train that, you're not going to get that motion. You're not going to complete those circles. Those circles can't move and function together correctly. So, and you're going to get, your release is going to happen here more as opposed to here. So your release is happening here. We want it to be happening here, but that's because the left hip is functioning properly.